die.
The forest is on fire.
Ah!
How about yours? It's just the way I like it, so I never get bored. Hey now, we're survivors. We're running away. Hey now.
Oh no.
Hey, is that little token on the edge of the Chernasado the whole caravan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
The entire caravan. The entire car. They're called cars because it's a shortened version of caravan.
Or carriage.
Or
Or carpenter.
This is true.
Or cargo. Carpet bomb.
Or carrot. Or
Carpenter.
Or caramel. Anyway.
This is astonishingly good dicking around music.
I know, I really
It
like
is.
it.
I'm enjoying it.
I was looking for something a little bit more upbeat, but this works.
This does work.
So, do we want to get started? Or
I'm
do you
just
want to wait a little bit?
I'm showing out my alerts.
Okay. Whenever you're done with your alerts.
Gather at the central chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh. I don't want anything besides pictures of Spider-Man, damn it! I want pictures of Spider-Man nude. I want pictures of Spider-Man's feet, damn it! I want pictures of Spider-Man's feet covered in chocolate sauce, damn it!
On the way, sir.
Monka TOS.
Ah, those are some good feet. I swear I've seen those feet before.
Oh, jeez, no.
Peter, get over here.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
Let me see your feet right now,
Look
Peter.
at these feet.
look at these feet,
They're
Peter.
familiar.
Oh no.
These feet look familiar. Have you ever? No, sir. I haven't seen these feet before. Ah, they just look so familiar. Especially that one covered in chocolate sauce.
So this is really fucking garbage because I'm imagining MCU Peter Parker
Yeah.
and not like Tobey Maguire Peter Parker
God,
or any other better adulter Peter Parker.
I went ahead and posted in announcements. Or it should go in Duke's chamber, right?
Alright, then
Just delete the
is I believe done.
Yeah, it's all good.
Lovely.
So, we're entering a weird part where we play based on a day-by-day thing.
Of course.
Alrighty.
Naturally.
So, here's how this is gonna work. Every day, each person consumes 1 provision point.
Alrighty.
Each ration is also 1 provision point. Well, each ration and some water. Right? You have a fairly large group. Fairly large being a grand total of, let's see, that's 15, 18, 19 people. You have 19 people plus yourselves. You guys got away with 30 provision points. So you have
Enough for like a day and a half.
2 days.
2 days?
Exactly.
Oh, right, because they consume provision points, not us, right? We consume
Yep.
our rations.
So,
Someone is here in the chat.
what needs to happen
Hey, it's
is
Ox.
you guys need to get further into the forest
Hey, Ox. Good to see you.
so that you can potentially avoid
Ox.
such as the Ironfang Legion.
And then run into more
How you
dangerous
doing
things
today?
like bears and wolves and the
Are
other.
bears
odds and
truly
ends in
more
the forest.
dangerous than goblins and bugbears?
Bears with guns are.
We run into the wily forest aboleth.
The Urzog
Oh
War.
no!
Oh no.
So, you guys are going to
How
have
you
to
doing
direct the
today,
refugees to
Owen?
do
Or
tasks,
Ox.
and you're going to have to attempt to keep supplies up. So each day, an NPC can be assigned to perform one task around the camp, or generally employ skills on the PC's behalf. The most useful such projects include the following: assist a PC or NPC with any skill they're trained in, granting a +2. Build shelter, which lets them build shelter. It's worth noting that every night that you don't have shelter, you move a step down the fatigue path. So right now, everyone is fatigued because you slept without shelter.
Mm.
I see. Well, we should probably get that shelter build up, huh?
Well, but you have to put it in a place where you're actually intending to be long enough.
Yeah.
The heck
So
are
we
you
have to
moving?
move in.
Yeah, we need to be
Wait,
going
further
deep
into
into
the
You can have
forest.
NPCs craft using normal crafting rules.
Deep in the forest is not the best
Can we
idea.
have NPCs hunt?
That's the next thing. Forage or hunt. Characters who spend a full day hunting or gathering and succeed at a DC 10 survival check gain 1 provision point. You gain 1 additional provision point for every 2 by which the result exceeds 10.
Okay. So let's say you get a 10, you'd succeed, and you get 1. If you got a 12, you get 2, 14, 3, and so on and so forth. Okay.
I see.
You can have.
Ox, it's been a little bit,
You can have
hasn't
NPCs
it?
attempt to recover the
remember.
sheep and goat herds that got scattered in the attack.
Oh, the goat heads.
Meh.
NPCs scout or keep an eye on Feindar. You can have NPCs stand watch. You can have NPCs support PCs by assisting, carrying equipment, standing watch at temporary camps, providing skills player characters lack. They won't necessarily do combat, but they will try to drag your bodies to safety if need be.
Skills play a character. I can't fight.
Our former Chernasado Ranger is, what was their injury?
Auburn the Green took a ballista bolt to the chest.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait,
How's
a
she doing?
ballista bolt?
They're fine.
Can I
A
use
ballista
mending
bolt.
on that?
She already got healed. She's not all the way full, like
That
she's
does
not all the way
show
healthy.
But she's not dead.
Yeah, like she's able to
Another
lead.
time.
Made it so she didn't die.
She's able to kind of lead people whenever you guys aren't there.
Mhm.
In fact,
Alright.
I have a list of what specific named NPCs can specially do. You guys have Jet, the innkeep maid, right?
Yep.
Jet keeps the resources maintained, making sure the refugees use the most perishable items first, and helping people pack balanced load.
Oh, great.
Jet, so long as Jet oversees the cooking, the camp generates 1 additional provision point each day. Kining, the dwarf smith, keeps everyone's weapons sharp and true, and though she grumbles, she trains refugees on how to fight so they don't panic. The refugees gain a +1 on initiative while Kining remains with the group. Oreld will gather materials from the woods and make rudimentary potions. Every day he can make 1 dose of bloodroot, poison, 1 tanglefoot bag, or 1 vial of antitoxin. And doing so prevents him from working on any other task that day. Auburn does not have something special that they do, but they do have a lot of skills.
Huh. So I feel like I should get some sort of bonus, not exactly sure what. The fact that I have create water as a cantrip,
Yeah, though that's super useful.
I can just generate.
Oh boy.
On its own, it's not the most useful thing, but whenever you combine that with food, basically, you can reduce the amount of provision points people will use. People will be able to use the half provision point without being put into a distracted state, provided that you make enough water.
Well, let me see how much water I can make in 60 seconds.
I mean, I could always roll survival to find a source of water as we go deeper into the woods.
In about an hour, I can make 40 gallons.
That is plenty.
Lord!
So,
So yeah, you no need. Don't waste your time gathering water.
Where does so? What do you guys do as dawn breaks and the smoke of Feindar burning settles?
We should.
We need to go deeper.
Yeah.
We should
get a bit further away from the village.
deeper into the forest is a good idea, but we should also stay close enough to the plainer area so that we can set up some just aqueducts, things like that, farmland. We don't know how long
Being
we're gonna
close
be
to the
out here.
plane. Being close to the plane makes us easy to see and easier to besiege.
Which is why
We should just clear land. We should just clear land in the forest if we need farm areas. There's bound to be clearings we can use.
Auburn chimes in and says, Murdoch brings up a good point. The people are going to want a permanent home, or at least, if not permanent, then at least a place that they can start to settle into for the duration.
Yes, and we're
That's
not
why we're
This
here.
isn't going to be a short affair.
we're not
I know,
elves.
but
We
that's why
can't.
we need to go deeper.
We're not elves. We
Woods
can't
do
live
have
in the
wood.
forest.
I mean, yes,
Why not?
we can.
Like, with all respect, the forest is our best protection.
Mm-hmm.
It may be our
Not
bit,
exactly hard to live in the forest.
but it
Murdoch,
also it
like-
also it also blocks off our chances of seeing other people coming our way.
No
Like-
other people will be coming.
This is going to be our home turf from now on. We have the advantage, but we have to take it.
No
need
one
to
is
move
coming.
deep.
Like, it's who's gonna help us? Murdoch, who's gonna help us?
No one.
Do you think
we have
that
to
the
help ourselves.
Taldrum's gonna help us? 100 miles away through the forest?
Eventually, help will come, but in the meantime, it is up to us to
From
help
who?
ourselves.
Who will help us?
I don't know.
I mean, you might
I
get
don't know.
one single Trinasado Ranger, maybe, if you're lucky.
Maybe.
Like, the forest is our best protection. There are clear areas in the forest where you could start setting up farmland with a little bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but also.
But also, it's worth noting that that the farmland won't yield food for some time. So
This-
you also need to be able to sustain then.
Yes, it.
Hey, what season is it?
Uh,
Yes.
it is
harvest.
exiting winter. It's
Yeah.
oh yeah, you're right. It's harvest season, so it's just after harvest.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This was the big festival. We're approaching winter.
Oof.
Hopefully, some of the things we stole are seeds.
Hopefully.
They are, because you guys specifically went to the. If you guys hadn't gone to the trading company, you wouldn't have gotten seeds.
Infinite dabbing. Alright.
You went to the trading company.
There may be some open farmland, yes, but the thing that I worry about the most is the river. I would like to set up near it if we could, and it may take a long time for it to grow.
That's what
but
they're gonna think we're gonna do.
They are goblins. Mm.
They're hobgoblins. They're not stupid.
They're smarter
Yes,
I
than
mean,
your
they're
average
stupid,
goblin.
but they're not that stupid.
They do pose a significant threat.
You may be able to hold your own, and I may be able to hold my own. We can all probably hold our own against one or two. But we're not talking one or two. We're talking at over 1,000. You
Yes.
hold your own
Water.
against over 1,000.
Well, how?
We could probably start a long-term plan to divert some of it to wherever we end up settling.
Mm.
That would just create a direct line to follow straight to us.
Mhm.
Well, if we set it up correctly, we could double it up as a moat as well, but that would take a lot of time. Even more
A
time
moat
than
is,
a farm.
unless you have fortifications to go with a moat is just a trap.
Well,
And
we'll
those
Our
have
are
best bet is
defensive.
staying on the move for now and finding a place that's defensive.
agreed. And
And once we do, we can set up there.
yes, let's find ourselves a
Yeah, I
good
suppose
spot
it's just
first.
Just get away from here.
An open
Then let's go.
Agreed.
an open area in the forest is going to be our best bet.
I'm gonna turn to Xeris and say, bang your cymbals together. Get the people up. We need to move.
I clink them, and you just kind of hear, just kind of like when you knock on the door.
Oh.
I just kind of shrug.
Ruben just
You're
starts.
using dwarven war shields, right?
Well, the tips are metal. I guess.
36
No,
kind
like-
of disappointed that they don't make a cymbals sound.
Ruben
No,
just is holding their spear above their head and twirling it.
It's a lot less like a door, and more like you're slamming two rocks together. It's not very loud. It's kind of very disappointing.
Well then.
Like, it would make just kind of a wood noise, maybe a bit of metal clanking, but not
like
as much as you want.
It'd be like as like the spikes. If you did
yeah.
actually like hit them like you hit cymbals, it would be a slight metal tinging plus wood scraping. Clink.
Yeah, it just would not sound how you want it to sound.
Rip.
Ugh.
So, what should we do then?
Go
I-
deeper.
I know there's a secure place in the forest. Like I
The,
can't remember where, but there used to be these caves.
the thing is, we won't be able to get
Caves,
too
you
too
say?
far each day.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah?
Can I make a profession roll because I'm a miner to remember where caves are in the forest?
We could probably just make a survival to find it.
Uh,
Yeah, that feels more.
no, because you probably don't mine in the Chernosado forest because that's very dangerous.
Yeah.
The Chernosado forest is not a safe place.
I mean,
Like I understand that you're big and strong, but you
not
probably
that-
don't spend every day mining in the danger area.
fair.
Especially considering how it's not a place that has exceptionally good ores or anything, or geodes.
Ah. Okay.
That being said, if you want to like spend days searching for it, for every day that you spend searching for it, it'll let you make a
Uh-oh.
find it. You have profession minor, right? Or profession, some applicable profession.
It was a
I
spike.
don't have ranks in it. It's just that's what my profession is.
Uh-oh.
Can I assist with a survival?
What's
Yeah,
going on there?
like, well, you don't have to roll to assist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like,
Good now.
could
You
I
can
also
also look.
roll survival
Okay.
to try to
Yeah.
find it?
As it is, Auburn says we need to get deeper in the forest. We're
I-
practically on the edge.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well,
If we stay right here, they'll get to us soon
Let's
enough.
stop debating.
And move.
well.
So you guys start heading inward.
Yeah.
Yep.
How
Um,
long do you spend traveling versus how long do you spend doing an activity?
Hmm.
If you move less than 4 hours of travel time, I'll let you guys have people roll for activities.
How many squares is 4 hours?
Let me check overland movement.
If the common
Not
move
many,
speed is 30 minutes, then just about every 17 minutes is about 1 mile.
Here, give me 1 second. Bring to the movement page of the stuff. Blurred movement. There we go. Okay, tactical, hampered, local, overland. Character can walk 8 hours in a day without issue. Okay. So overland, every hour, they can normally walk 3 miles. It is forest terrain, and you are not on the road, so that is 1.5 miles an hour. So you can get 6 miles into the forest. So
Well-
almost. Here, if we just do
That's like nothing.
Well, if we want, we could.
essentially
Pretty much.
anywhere 10 feet.
If we
I
want,
mean-
we could travel along the outskirts, and then reach this point over here, and then travel inward.
Do we have a map, like an actual physical map that our
Yeah, I
characters
was
can
gonna
look
ask
at?
if we had like
That is a
map
good
of-
question, because...
You have essentially this.
Oh,
map.
actually, I
Oh,
do
well.
have a
Oh.
map. I do have a map. Like, in my inventory, I have a map.
Oh,
However, that leaves us visible if we
Yeah.
stay out of the forest while we do that.
Well, I'm just saying, stay out of the forest for a little ways until we get there, and then head in. Could take all day traveling.
We'd be visible from the town the whole while. They would have an easier time finding us, which I'm not.
Yeah, it's worth noting there is still like a
Yeah.
black tower in the
That-
middle of the market green that you can see from.
Yeah, I'd like to point out
Huh?
that we are like here in relative to town
pretty much, yeah.
Fair enough, it's fine.
because this is this.
Yeah, I know. Fair enough. We'll
Uh,
go ahead
I went ahead
travel.
and made the. You can now use the ruler to measure distances in the forest.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah,
So-
I do have a map. It's a geographically relevant map. So whoever uses it gets a +1 circumstance bonus on survival checks to navigate the wilderness.
Hand that to them.
You said we can go
please.
6 miles.
6 miles, and then still have people do activities.
What's
Alright.
your survival?
So basically, we can.
Is that green arrow legal?
That's
Uh,
like this
as
one.
long as it's less, like as long as it's 6 miles or less.
It's technically in that second square.
To be clear, I'm not really using the squares for distance here.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
In fact, I'm just going to turn squares off.
Alrighty.
Okay, then let's just
That's
go
gonna be
straight. Okay, I need to change my color. Well, I don't want to change my color, but we just need to go straight. Basically this direction.
So you want me to move the caravan to there?
To 6 miles along that line. Yeah.
There.
Does anyone object?
Nope.
I do not.
I am fine. with
Deeper into the
going
forest will give us more cover away from the village. So basically, where my marker is.
And then what I think we should do is, I'm stealing a bit of your plan, Murdoch. We're going to turn and go a little bit straight, but we're not going to break out into the plains.
Fair
We're
enough.
taking this turn so that they can't just follow us on a line from our entry point and find us. And then we're gonna turn again and go deeper into the Chinosado.
So today you were just traveling?
We're only going 6 miles, so we're gonna start doing activities.
Okay.
So we'll
I
do
personally,
6 miles
um,
today, 6 miles tomorrow.
yep.
You okay there, Amdar?
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
I am going. Does everybody get to do activities or only NPCs?
Everybody.
Okay, in that case, I'd like to attempt to hunt.
You guys can also have NPCs assist you,
Mhm.
or like I'm not the one who controls what the NPCs do. You guys are. You guys are in charge of the community.
There were those two.
I'd like to-
Can we look for food?
There were
So I'm gonna
those-
go ahead, real quick. I have a note that has all of the supplies that you scavenged
Mhm.
and
Oh,
the
Lord.
different people that you saved. And all players' journals saved. So you should now have the people and gear handout.
Alrighty.
So
Okay.
if you'll notice at the bottom, there's the people.
Yeah.
You have the named people, adepts, commoners, warriors, and aristocrats.
Mhm.
I have stat blocks for the adepts, commoners, warriors, and aristocrats, along with each of the NPCs.
Mhm.
If you want to know what skills people are trained in, let me know.
All right.
Okay.
Does anybody object to me taking 2 commoners and a warrior out for some foraging?
That's fine. So, are you looking for food and other such?
Yeah, looking for food. That's what foraging is.
Yeah.
Who is the
That's fine.
aristocrat and what do they know how to do?
Here, 1 second. Let me put I'm making a day activities handout for common day activities. I'm not filling it in quite yet because I'm going to answer.
Are the
I'm gonna
warriors
answer Jordis's question first.
are the warriors equipped, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so warriors have handle animal and bonuses for combat. The aristocrat is like it's the mayor's son, George. He's proficient, like he's good at knowledge, history, local, and nobility, sense motive, and survival.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and as we flesh out characters, I'm going to go ahead and take them from being first level aristocrat to
Actual
George.
person.
First level is correct.
the mayor's son. Period. Or dash first level aristocrat.
I'm gonna take George, and I guess any commoner that happens to be good at survival as well. And we're going to go and
Commoner stat blocks are a craft. I'll figure out which craft specifically in a bit. Handle animal and perception. You guys also have adepts. Adepts have heal, knowledge, religion, and spellcraft.
All right.
And warriors have handle animal, and that's it.
I'm gonna take a commoner and George, and we're going to go start trying to find the herds that were lost before they get too scattered.
What's the commoner's name?
I was about to reply
Curtis.
Gerald, and I realized, wait, that's too close to George.
Curtis.
Gerald. You have
George,
19
Gerald,
people.
game.
Fucking, I'm taking Curtis.
Curtis.
Some people call him Curtis the Frog.
Oh man.
Oh no.
No.
Kermit the Frog here.
Curtis the
Frog here.
I love it too much.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Fucking, Orange,
Okay,
you would not believe the amount of Kermit shit I was doing last night.
I like one of the commoners that I'm taking with me to be named Kermit.
Does anyone object to having a commoner named Kermit?
No.
If he names the commoner Kermit, can I rename my commoner from Curtis to Joel?
Sure.
Okay.
Kermit the Frog here.
Although, are you sure you don't want Kermit to be a warrior?
True. Yeah, let's make him the warrior. And just whenever he charges into battle, just starts screaming in Kermit's voice. Oh god.
Guys,
Okay,
we
Kermit,
have
first
completed the battle! Yay!
His full name.
Victorious hours! Disembowel your enemies!
His full name is Kermit Frog. Sorry, Kermit Frogson.
Kermit Frogson. Lovely.
Where'd you
And
get
you wanted
that
to
name?
rename-
Yeah, I was the son of a frog.
And you wanted to rename Curtis to Joel?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have Joel, Kermit Frogson, and 12 other unnamed NPCs, 2 of which are Murdoch's family, so they actually have names.
Yeah. Do
Murdoch.
you need those again?
Yeah.
Okay. It was Gertruda, who is my wife, and Isabella. Isabella spelt strangely with ISI instead of ISA.
Murdoch's wife.
Was that a spelling mistake on the birth certificate, or is that intentional?
Yes.
Murdoch is just weird.
How do you
And
spell it?
dyslexic.
ISI Bella.
And Murdoch's daughter?
No,
Oh, sorry.
That Isabella is his daughter.
Isabella is daughter. Gertruda is my
I'm
wife.
just confirming. I'm just confirming it's Gertruda, Murdoch's wife, and Isabella, Murdoch's daughter.
Yes. Both commoners. To the max.
What craft does Gertruda have, and what craft does Isabella have?
Well, let's see. I was the farmer. But Gertruda is probably along the lines of like, frick, what is it called?
Taylor?
Yes, thank you. I was gonna say it's not stitching and it's not crochet.
Okay, and what about Isabella?
Isabella, she's a kid. Her craft is playing. But she makes she makes a damn
you could
fine.
have her craft.
She makes a damn fine
Probably
sandcastle. But
Craft architecture?
Yeah.
Craft construction.
I mean, hey, maybe she
She's
designed
the
an add-on
foreman.
for the house.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's the foreman.
she's 8.
Okay.
Exactly. Start 'em
She's
early.
got like a small modern hard hat and just hits people with it when they don't follow instruction.
I like how she doesn't even wear it. She just holds it and hits people with it.
Yeah, she's got sass.
If nothing else.
So, let me continue updating the day activities. So, if you wouldn't mind, say who you're taking and what you're doing
Okay.
in chat so that I can keep track.
Okay. I was gonna be.
The day activities is almost updated.
Mhm.
There we go. It should be up to date.
Okay, so I guess we'll just take Hermit Frogson and then another commoner to go forage.
What's the other commoner's name?
Yeah.
We'll name him Kent.
Kent. Fucking Kent.
Carpenter, sure, that one, right?
Is he a carpenter?
Yeah, they get all the commoners have a craft, right?
Oh, I thought you were saying his last name was Carpenter.
No.
I mean,
I
it
don't
could
mind
be.
having someone named Kent Carpenter.
Kent Carpenter.
Kent Fleming. And then you said that the commoners had, each of them had a craft, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Carpenter. And I shall take Kent, Fleming, and Kermit Frogson to go forage.
Okay. So are they each foraging and you're foraging, or is it one of them's helping you forage and one of them's foraging?
One of them's helping me, and the other is going foraging themselves.
Okay. Do we want to resolve that now, or do we want to wait till everyone knows what they're doing?
We'll wait till everyone knows what they're doing. I'm just gonna type what my
Okay.
plan in the chat right now.
I know what I'm doing, and so do you. But
Okay, Jordis, go ahead and type out what you're doing and who you're taking.
all right.
Xeris, what are you doing?
Who was the alchemist dude?
The alchemist dude is Oreld.
Alright, I'm gonna take Orel to go find some herbs.
It's worth noting that as part of the supplies you have, you do have alchemical reagents. So you can't. For some time, he will be able to continue making like 1 or 2 things a day. If you have it, like, he has a unique action which lets him just without making a roll produce one of the
Back
3
in the chair.
things.
Yep. However, there's a whole freaking list of just herbs. Most of them aren't really useful, but some of them are.
I'm just saying that you may, instead of taking him, you might want to take one of the other commoners who may conveniently have craft alchemy.
Actually, does there happen to be someone with...
Craft
I guess
explosive.
they could have technically both, but profession herbalist?
I don't think profession is any of the options, but I'm willing to say that the craft alchemy.
Yeah, that's probably craft
I'm,
alchemy.
I'm
It's
willing to let that
not.
turn into profession herbalist. Actually, I think. Let me check. It might be possible that Auburn has that.
Like, that's my source. Also, I'm probably gonna be.
Auburn
looking-
has acrobatics, climb, craft alchemy, craft bows, diplomacy, handle animal, heal, intimidate, knowledge local, knowledge nature, knowledge religion, stealth, and survival.
Hmm. Hmm.
So no, she does not have profession herbalist. So yeah, I'm willing to say one of the commoners has profession herbalist.
Gotcha. Alright, then I'll take a commoner to go help me find some Dreamer's Star.
Okay. So go ahead and write that down in the chat. What's the commoner's name? Who's the herbalist? Who's Oreld's supplier?
World Supplier.
Yes.
His name will be Maxwell.
Last name? Or does he not have one?
He hasn't. He probably does. I just can't be bothered to figure it out right now, though.
I mean, I have one.
Go ahead.
Alex.
Okay.
First level commoner. Profession. Okay.
Captain, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it.
Hey, pretty good.
Murdoch, what are you doing?
Let me see. Convening with the rest of the group, do you guys think that some watches is probably gonna be a good idea?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I'll probably take one other warrior with me. Well, actually, I'll take an adept and a warrior with me. Does that seem okay by everyone else?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Okay. And we're going to take watch. Unless, is anyone going to be constructing a shelter? Because do we plan to stay here for
We're
the
going
night?
to keep moving.
We're going to keep moving? Okay, we're just going to, okay. So, I will,
Constructing a shelter is a tile effort.
I'm probably not gonna construct
It's worth noting that
like here.
it is worth noting that you guys are already fatigued. If you
Yeah.
don't, for everyone who doesn't have shelter tonight is going to become exhausted,
yeah.
and that's going to
So,
lower your movement.
What are we supposed to do? Just waste a day every movement to...
Well, note that with the build shelter action, DC 12 crafter survival check, and then for every 2 points by which you exceed 12, it can accommodate one additional creature.
How many people do we have left?
19
Left?
plus ourselves.
There's 19 people plus yourselves, and the people
No,
who are
like,
already
people doing
dedicated to
actions.
actions. Oreld, Kining, Jet, Auburn, 2 adepts, 3 commoners, and 3 warriors.
Yeah.
Somebody take all those motherfuckers and make shelter.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take everybody else, and we're gonna make some temporary shelter.
I'll stand watch.
Okay, Murdoch's watching, so Murdoch say, I am watching.
Yep.
Ramdar, say you're constructing shelter with,
Murdoch is watching.
Murdoch is watching.
Xeris, what are you doing?
Naturally.
And are you taking anyone with you?
Hmm?
You haven't said. Oh, never mind. Not Xerus. Someone. Oh, Rubini needs to.
You.
I'm the one. It was me all along.
Ever booty.
Soldier boy
Shelter.
in this house.
Shatter.
I thought it was Xerus, but it was I, Rubini.
So do we want to
Uh,
name the rest of
there
the
should be three of these.
people while we're at it?
Ramdar just did. Everyone else is named Everbooty.
Everybooty.
Yes, welcome to my dystopia.
Rubini is gonna take one or two people and try and gather some animals.
That's actually what I'm up to as well. Or are you hunting?
No, I'm taking another group to go find lost herds.
Oh, okay. Let's coordinate that and go in opposite directions.
That's what Rubini was gonna do.
It sounds.
Whichever direction you went, he was gonna go the opposite way,
This is
Alright.
a foolproof
and he is going
plan.
to take. He's gonna take Sammy, the commoner. And that's us with two commoners. And he'll take one other commoner. Actually, no, he'll take a warrior. He'll take Ryan the warrior.
Ryan the warrior. Ryan the Aishan warrior. It's a country. Aisha.
Ryan, the scooter wielding warrior.
I mean, Alex is already here. He's a herbalist, if you know what I mean.
God.
Oh, Maxwell Alex.
He's definitely not just making drugs.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll go down this list.
Sounds good.
So, Rin,
Yes.
to forage, make a DC 10 survival check. You have someone assisting you?
Yeah. Kermit.
Which one?
Kermit's
Joel
the
or
one
George?
that's...
Joel's a commoner, and
Wait,
George is an aristocrat. I believe
George.
both of them
you're
have.
looking at the wrong one.
Or sorry, yep.
I was about to say,
Fleming
who's
and Frogson.
fucking with my folks?
So commoner and warrior.
Kermit.
So-
Kermit's the one assisting.
Kermit's assisting you. Okay.
Yes.
So you get a +2, or are you giving the +2 to the commoner? Ken.
What did you said commoners had survival skill, right?
Commoners. Give me a second. Commoners have +4 to survival.
Okay.
Or sorry,
then he'll-
+4 to craft, handle, animal, and perception. My bad.
Oh, okay. Then he'll help Kent forage.
Okay, so that's a so Kent is going to roll a d20 with a +2
Mm-hmm.
/R 1d20 +2. That's a 12.
Okay.
So he gathers up 2 provision points of food.
Okay.
That puts us at 40 food.
There's mine.
So that is 41 food.
Alright.
You guys will be relying on provision points once you run out of rations.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
By then we should have more of a generator up and running.
Yeah, we should have a more stable solution.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Next up, Jordis. Joel
Hello.
and Jord.
What
Handle
about-
animal is the relevant skill here.
Okay.
Because you are hurting. It is a DC 16 handle animal check.
Oh, we don't have to find them? We just have to hurt them?
That's to recover them. That is the role to find and recover them.
Oh, okay. I have
every-
no handle animal skill.
Okay, so are you going to help a commoner?
A
warrior?
I have no warriors.
He's
Uh,
the He has Joel the commoner and then George the aristocrat.
Oh, so yeah, my bad.
Suffer.
And I'm
both
mostly
suck.
here as their bodyguard, but yes, I will.
Handle animal, aristocrat does not.
So both help the commoner. Go.
I thought you said the aristocrat had handle animal.
Aristocrat has knowledge, history, local nobility, sense motive, and survival.
Oh yeah, that's his relevant skill. Okay, in that case, I'll be helping the commoner, and I'll make him help the commoner.
Only one person can help.
Fuck.
Have
Can
him
he help me help the commoner?
Wait, what? That's not how this
Help
works.
to help action. Go.
Alright, we can't run a train on the commoner, unfortunately. In that case, I guess, is him helping and me helping the exact same thing mechanically?
Yes, it's a +2.
Then I'll make him help the commoner, and I will stand watch up over them while they do this.
Okay, that's a damn good roll.
Hoggers.
Damn.
With herd, DC 16 handle animal, they recovered a goat. So let me add 1 goat to the people in gear sheet.
We
What
gotta
does a goat
go.
do for us mechanically?
Well, it can provide milk, and
Every 3 days, it provides 1 provision point.
Nice.
We can eat it.
If we do decide to kill it off, does it give us just like a quick injection of provision points?
Yes.
Okay.
How many?
It can be butchered to provide 2 provision points.
Okay.
That's a celebration.
Also, while you're watching, go ahead and roll your handle animal. On the off chance that you happen to find another animal and can. Nope.
No.
Next. Xeris. Are you helping Maxwell?
No, he's helping me.
Okay. To be clear, you could both look, or he can help you look, or you can help him look. But to assist someone, you do not need the relevant skill. Or no, NPCs do need the relevant skill. You do not.
And then I guess we'll both look.
Okay. So, wait 1 second. I forgot to add the +4s for relevant skills. You actually recovered more, Ren.
Okay,
Because Fleming, I believe, does have the relevant skill for that. So that's an extra 2 points.
Sweet.
So you're actually at
So,
43
43?
provision points.
Alrighty.
Okay. Jordis, the bonuses don't matter as long as you meet it for herd.
All right.
Okay.
Is there no bonus for going over the requirement for herd?
No. You do have to. Someone does have to make a check, like a daily check to maintain the animals. Neglecting to maintain the herd or failing this check indicates 1 or more animals have wandered off.
Does that mean
So essentially, 1 person every day has to make a DC 10 plus number of animals check.
is that a handle animal check?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can essentially just have 1 warrior every day keep watch on the animal.
All right, do warriors have handle animal?
Yes,
That's
that is their
Okay.
only skill.
All right.
Farmers got to defend their land, man.
I mean, I can vouch for that.
Does Murdoch have handle animal?
Well, he's a farmer.
He has profession farmer, right?
I do have profession farmer, yes. Let me see if I
Which
have
I
handle
would
animal.
say
I do have
does it
handle
apply
animal.
for handle animal.
I do have handle animal as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
I got a 6 in handle animal.
1 synergy boy.
The
synergy
bonus.
So go ahead and make your roll to find the Dreamer Star.
Alright, let's go.
You found some Dreamer Star. Let me check and see something real quick.
What does Dreamer's Star get us?
Dreamer's Star lets you get 8 hours, the equivalent of 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep in only 6 hours.
Lord.
One dose makes enough tea to serve 6. I'm gonna say that you found 2 doses with that roll because you almost doubled the roll. And
You found one.
he found 1. So you guys have 3 doses of Dreamer's Star, which means that almost everyone can have some Dreamer's Star today.
Alright, and I just happen to have some on me already.
Which means literally everyone can have Dreamer's Star today.
So what's that? 4?
4 doses Dreamer's Star, and you can go ahead and take Dreamer's Star out of your inventory.
Okay. I have used 4 Dreamer Star to make a shit ton of tea.
Not yet, but yeah.
No, later.
Will
Okay.
soon.
Murdoch, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Oh boy. Okay.
Because you're standing watch.
I am. Where is my perception? Oh boy. You know what? I was not the lookout back during my time in the military, so wish me luck.
Oh god.
Murdoch, you might want to switch me jobs the next time we do this.
We will definitely do that. I'm retired for a reason.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You managed to actually notice something.
Hooray!
So let me read out the thing that you noticed.
The hell is that? Thank goodness my luck.
Oh, no, you didn't. Murdoch, someone has just run into you. Make a fortitude save or be knocked down.
Fortitude is something I'm good at, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell?
Give me 1 second. I have to upload something real quick so that everyone can see this image.
That's not just a bugbear. It's a black-scalped albino bugbear.
This is a normal bugbear. It's an advanced bugbear.
This man runs into you.
What the?
Who the fuck is that?
Nutty.
Who are you?
As soon as he hits you and falls down, he starts screaming.
I immediately have my sword out, and I am,
Jeez.
my sword and my shield. They aren't towards him. I am keeping my wits about me.
To be clear, this person is not part of your group.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm going to tell him, shut up before you...
Okay, good.
Shut up before you alert them to our position.
Make a intimidate check.
I am good with intimidate.
I believe you're wearing your helm, which gives you a bonus.
Yeah, probably.
He's wearing his fancy hat.
Yeah, it gives me a +1 bonus, which I'll go ahead and mark down now. So.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you say that, his mouth slaps shut, and he's tight-lipped and terrified.
Now,
as far as you can tell, he was not being chased.
I'm going to make a double check around the area, and then I'm going to as soon as I feel as though it's safe, I'm going to offer him a hand and say, "Who are you? What's your name?"
Having calmed down a bit by being intimidated into staying still and not screaming, he introduces himself as Edrin. He's he claims to be a Talden traveler, Talden being the big town, who was staying at the Taproot Inn when the invasion occurred.
Taproot Inn.
Wait.
Jet confirms that he was staying at the inn. He was still in his room whenever you guys left.
We apparently didn't search the rooms.
Yeah, no one went upstairs.
Sorry about
We
that.
had to go.
Sorry about that. It seems as though we left you behind.
He describes witnessing a ferocious bugbear with a scarred head tearing someone apart.
That sounds about right.
And he seems haunted by it.
Yep, you get used to it. So, what can you what can you do? What's your trade?
Let me check. He claims to have been a street performer.
Street performer. Do you do anything useful?
Oh.
He has the commoner stat block.
Okay, so we'll figure that out later.
That means he has handle animal perception, and in his case, he has craft shoes. He's a cobbler.
That is actually pretty useful for
Shoes
us.
are important, yeah. Shoes are important. If he wasn't useful, I was just gonna send him away.
I'm assuming that you guys aren't kicking him away.
Nah, I'll hold on to him.
Okay.
I'll
Let me add
inform
him to
him
the
of the
sheet then.
camp. Yeah. Shoes are pretty important. We have a camp not too far away from here. I'm holding watch. Just head that way. I point out the direction.
He trots off towards that.
Yeah, and
He
try
seems eager to make himself of use.
and try not to scream on the way.
He just kind of glares at you. Okay. Next. Ramdar.
Aye.
So, you're constructing shelter. How are you constructing shelter? Like, what are you doing? Like, sorry. What is the ratio? You have, 6,
Basically everybody else.
7, 8, 9, 10 people.
Yeah.
You could also have Oreld produce an alchemical and have 9 people.
Let's have him produce alchemical stuff, and we can probably do shelter with 9 people, not counting me. So 10.
So is everyone building shelter, or are you having people help people?
We have to build shelter for the entire camp, so we've probably split into teams. No, working
Teams of 2?
probably.
Okay. First up, Isabella is directing someone, or rather, Isabella's doing it by directing someone.
Yeah.
So it's a +6 total because she has +4, and then it's +2 from assist. She produces shelter for.
That should be 4 people, right?
See. Let me check.
12 is 2, 14
crap.
is 3, and then 16 would be 4.
So, 12 is 1.
Oh, 12 is 1? Oh, okay. So that would be 3 then.
So yeah, that's 3 people shelter. So next, How many of your commoners have craft construction? Because there's 2 commoners left.
Do we want to dedicate
maybe
both of them
that,
toward? Well, I mean, my daughter is.
Yeah, Isabella's already rolled.
Yeah.
There is still commoners have craft, and adepts have adepts do not, and warriors do not.
All right. Probably one other commoner at least has craft construction.
Okay, so then
Lucky.
who is that?
God damn it.
Anyone have any suggestions for a name?
Carl.
Craft what craft does George have?
George
He's
is
a
an
noble.
aristocrat, not commoner. He does not have a craft.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He has 3 knowledges: a sense, motive, and survival.
Yeah.
What knowledge is
Sir- History, local nobility.
Okay.
Survival is also an applicable role.
Yes.
And people who have survival are aristocrats. And that's the only one that you guys have.
So George.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, we could dedicate one more commoner towards construction.
We just need a name for them. That's all.
Carl. Carl.
Do you object, Ramdar?
Carl the construction
Ramdar?
worker.
Yeah. Are we deciding the last noble? Not noble, commoner.
No, it's name, Carl.
Oh, name. Why you do this to me?
Duke suggested Carl.
Carl.
Carl's fine.
Carl.
Okay.
Carl the construction worker.
Carl.
He's a 16-year-old boy, and I will refer to
Carl
him as Coral.
Okay. So that is another 1d20 plus 6. He produces shelter for 4 people. That's
Nice.
7 people worth of shelter.
It's something. Alright, we had 5. We have a lot of rolls here. God. We have
Yep.
5 rolls. Also, what's the profession of the last?
That's
Yeah.
for you to decide.
I know, but are we
It's
missing
worth
any
noting that
professions?
Kining, I believe, already has craft weapons and craft armor. Let me double check that. If you were considering those.
I'm thinking, what are we missing?
Oh, we don't have a healer.
Woodworker?
What was that?
Oh, we don't have a healer.
Well,
Yes, you do.
the adepts are
Oh,
healers.
right.
Woodworkers
okay.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
So a carpenter?
Yeah, carpenters.
Come back here.
But
No.
that's
Oh no,
that's
we have a
construction.
carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Stoneworker.
She is Kining is an expert, so yeah, she has craft weapons and craft armor. Experts have 2 crafts: knowledge, dungeoneering, engineering, or geography. She
this-
has engineering.
This may sound like a crazy idea, but how about a beer maker or booze maker? Yeah,
Brewer,
brewer. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
craft ale.
Craft ale.
Yeah.
I mean-
I need a name for this commoner also.
Joe Swanson.
No.
Oh come on,
Mike Lemons.
It's not that bad. Michael Lemons. I don't object.
Yes, Mike Lemons.
Just call him Whiskey Mike.
Whiskey Mike.
Hey.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Whiskey Mike here.
Whiskey Mike here. I'm crazy. I'll stab you if you get near.
boy, Whiskey Mike.
Profession: Smith, stealth, survival. Okay. So it's Whiskey Mike,
Yep.
and is it a brewer?
Sure.
Craft alcohol. Handle animal perception. Okay. Sheet's updated. Fix that real quick.
Need to get rid of the 2 commoners.
Yep.
Then we still have 2 adepts and 2 warriors.
So
We don't need names for literally everyone right now. As it goes on, if they, it's just I need to know for the commoners because they have crafts.
Yeah.
So we can keep track of commoner crafts.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Okay. So that is everyone who has craft construction. Do you have Auburn helping with the construction? I believe she has a high survival skill.
Yeah, like everybody else who isn't doing something, making stuff, making shelter.
I'm just saying, because you have to choose people who are leading and people who are assisting.
Yes. Whatever is min-maxed.
A commoner
Auburn
named
has.
Joe Dirt would be fit.
Okay, is someone helping Auburn?
Plebeian name.
I'm assuming
Yes,
someone is
because
helping Auburn.
yeah, it's should be 5 teams of 2.
Okay, Auburn makes shelter for 2 people,
Right.
bringing up to 9 people of shelter.
Right. 2 more rolls.
And then these, I believe, are going to be untrained rolls, basically, so it'll be D20 plus 2.
Wait, not both.
Don't fuck
Yeah.
up.
Well, one of them was, right?
Yeah. The last one's mine.
So yeah, go ahead and roll
Uh,
yours.
Question is, who do I have with me, and should I assist them?
You probably will be better.
What does assisting do?
Assistant gives plus 2.
That it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it, and then they'll assist me.
Okay, so roll your survival and we'll add 2.
I think I
11.
can add plus 2. I don't know. It's whatever.
Just roll your
Okay.
survival and I'll add the 2 after.
Yeah.
Right now we have 11 people of shelter. Well, now we have 15 people of shelter.
Okay.
We're getting there. 15 people shelter. And
Okay.
how many people do we have again?
At this point, you have, I believe,
26,
uh,
right? Because 19 plus 6 is 25, and then plus that one extra guy we got, so 26.
yeah, there's 26 people.
Oh boy. Some people
We're
may
missing
just have
11 people's worth of shelter.
Yeah, some people might just have to sleep outside.
I would like to pick now to let you guys know that I have a very helpful spell. Let me find it real quick.
Do it.
At least for one person.
Please do share.
Alternatively, we could sleep for a full 8 hours and have the commoners and have the NPCs alternate who is in the That doesn't work. Never mind.
Enables the subject to stand watch or keep vigil throughout the night without any ill effects. No fatigue.
So yeah, you could use that to make one person be better off. Like one person not they wouldn't recover from fatigue, but they wouldn't gain.
They wouldn't gain any more.
Yeah, they wouldn't suffer more.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to go get a Pepsi.
Gonna get that
Okay,
Pepsi!
And I am herding, so it's handle animal and Ryan and Sammy. Ryan has handle animal. I am going to assist Ryan, so that is 1d20 plus 6.
Nice.
So yeah, we got another animal, and then the other person I do not believe has handle animal. Check. Who was it? It was Sammy. Sammy does have handle animals. That's a d20 plus 4.
Oh.
Ooh, bad.
So, I'll go ahead and add a second goat.
Mm-hmm.
This commoner, though, will add a second. Crap.
I mean, with a roll like that, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I stepped in shit. Oh, I stepped in more shit. Oh no, my shoes are just covered in
Yeah,
shit.
they just tumbled down a hill of literal shit.
Ah. He gets back to you, and you're just like, oh, what smells like shit? And he's just like, don't ask.
Poor Sammy. Anyways. With that, it is nighttime. Oreld was crafting. What did you guys want Oreld to craft? The options are, he can make a poison, he can make a tanglefoot bag, or he can make a... Let me real quick. Gotta scroll down far enough to find it. Sorry, this is taking me a second.
It's all good.
Oreld can make bloodroot poison, tanglefoot bag, or antitoxin.
Antitoxin might be good.
As it is, you guys do have some stuff already. You have 3 vials of anti-plague, 5 bottles of blood block, a bottle of fire ward gel, 2 flasks of defoliant. Since you have Orald with you, he can just tell you what those potions are.
Oh, okay.
So I have them written in my GM notes. There's 2 potions of Cure Light Wounds and 1 of Invisibility.
Okay. Jesus H. Christ,
The Breakable Flask.
I thought it would be a little more compressed than it was.
Not at
are
all.
All Alchemist Fire. And the vial is a vial of antitoxin.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
are you?
Real fast, considering we're sleeping in shifts, won't that shelter be enough?
You have 15 people of shelter, right? And you're sleeping in shifts, but everyone still has to be up the next day. It's basically it assumes with the sleeping in shifts that it's 15 people. You guys have 15 people of shelter. So
That's kind of annoying.
11 people are not
Yeah.
going to be sheltered. And however many uses of Keep Watch, I believe you only prepared 1, right, Ren?
Well, the thing is, like, yeah, I only have 1.
Okay. So then, yeah. So you actually have 15 people who will be not
Rested,
fatigued, nothing
yeah.
bad. You will have one person who is fatigued, and you will have 10 people who are exhausted.
Well, if anything, we should let all of the commoners sleep.
As it is, I'm going to go ahead and consume 20 of the rations.
Okay. The provision points?
Yep, 20 provisions.
Alrighty.
You
I'll
guys
go
are down
ahead.
to 23 provisions.
Okay, I'll go ahead and mark off 1 day's rations. In
Everyone
my
mark
bag.
off 1 day's rations.
Where do I mark this off at?
In your rations. You should have bought rations
Oh, okay.
at the start. This
Mhm.
is just the stuff that you have.
Okay. That's what you meant.
Mark 1 day off.
I think I only bought 2. So I'm gonna be out real fast.
Oof.
Also, I have the answer to that, Jeff. The
Mhm.
question that you asked a while back.
Yeah.
I didn't see. It gave me 1 second to bring it up.
Okay.
I was originally planning on not telling you, but I have too much to keep track of already.
Fair enough.
You got it at the Taproot Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find it. Okay. So there's you have the 2 wands, right?
The Wand of Grease, Wand of Prestidigitation, and Wand of Magic Missile.
The Wand of Grease has 5 charges. The Wand of Prestidigitation has 31 charges.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me find the Magic Missile wand.
Yes,
The
exactly.
Wand of Magic Missile, you've used 3 of the charges.
Yes.
8 charges left.
It has 8.5 charges left.
Is the half charge, it just kind of weakly fires off half of a bolt that just fizzles halfway there.
Yeah.
It actually just beeps at you because it's low on battery.
Yeah.
Beep.
And it uses a half charge to keep beeping for like a year.
Yeah.
Until you recharge it, it will just continuously beep at like
Can I use-
fire alarm levels of volume.
It
Can I
lasts
use
for a
that half
millennia.
charge in order to shoot it at myself.
Okay, you will continuously beep. For the
No.
You will continually beep until you recharge the wand now.
No.
And just Jordis approaches the rest of the gang.
Beep,
We
beep,
need
beep,
to
beep.
put him out of his misery.
Agreed.
You kill him, his body keeps beeping.
Toss him
With
in
my
the
luck,
river. Toss him in the
The
river.
river starts beeping. The
No.
entire river starts beeping at the
We
same
just
volume.
leave you to the creatures of the forest, and by the next year, the forest is just a chorus of beeps.
I am one with nature.
He's a sheep.
Time to start multi-classing into druid.
Okay. So, who is actually getting rest? Are you guys?
All
Player
of the
characters. Are you getting rest?
Probably.
Because we
Murdoch,
have 15 people who get rest.
Murdoch is probably not resting.
I'm
Murdoch is making sure that his family gets rest.
Yeah.
Like gets the shelter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll.
Can you rest? Can you rest without the shelter? And if so, what does that do?
It counts as a rest, but you will end up exhausted. because you are already fatigued.
What does exhaustion do?
You get minus
exhaustion.
So, considering this is kind of similar to Skulls and Shackles, do we get a con check at least?
No, it is straight up. If you sleep out here without shelter, you get exhausted.
God, that is kind of fucked up.
When you're exhausted, you essentially have a -6 to your strength and dexterity modifiers, or your strength and dexterity scores, and you are slowed, so you can't move as fast. You can also not run. So, like, my speed is 5 right now.
Jeez.
What the fuck, Richard?
Although I suppose because I'm a half.
Actually, wait. It's worth noting that I don't think Kining actually did anything.
Then let's put Kining on shelter. Like,
I was gonna say have Kining make a cart, or work on making a cart.
Oh, that's an idea. I didn't even think about that.
Because Kining has knowledge engineering. So I'll roll a d20 plus 4 for her. DC 15.
Nope.
She manages to make the wheels.
Something.
And one of the wheels is a square.
Yeah, the wheel, they're not good wheels. It's just she wound up having to help someone who was just utterly failing at making shelter.
Yeah.
So.
Did anyone else not get used?
No, that is everyone who got you.
Man, these modules, they like to hand out fatigued and exhausted like fucking candy.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good thing to overcome.
yeah, Murdoch's gonna
It
allow
hurts
himself to be
players,
exhausted.
Not enough to actually, like, just kill you.
We might want to stay here for another day. Or night,
What
as
does
it
it
were.
fuck you up?
We might want to stay here another day.
What would it cost, Sean, to make these camps portable?
You like
A bunch of wagons.
whenever the cart's done. Whenever the cart's done, you could actually have a portable shelter. You could build a shelter on it
Yeah,
and have that be a shelter.
a barrel wagon is what they call it.
Kind of.
Okay. In that case, we're going to probably stay here for the night, and then we're probably gonna, like... Murdoch will probably go find animals, I suppose. I'll probably keep watch.
Remember, Murdoch has a move speed of 5.
Oh, yeah. Well, isn't he sleeping in shelter tonight?
No.
No,
No,
he explicitly said that he wasn't. He was making sure that his family does.
I'm keeping watch during the night as well.
I'll use my keep watch spell on myself and stand watch with Murdoch.
I'm going to be keeping watch tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep tonight, but I'm gonna sleep not in shelters.
Okay, so then you become exhausted.
Rip me.
There should be a conditions thing that you can check for exhaustion.
Honestly,
Landar is
might
making
as
them the
well
shelter.
stay up.
Is there any difference between just staying up?
I don't know, because if you're already getting exhausted, I don't think there is.
Like, going by
That's
the
dumb.
way it's
Besides the healing you get from a rest.
Ah, that's dumb.
Fuck it, I'll take the exhausted.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that was a button.
It's all
I
good.
thought it was a tab.
Okay. Rin, are you sleeping
Yes.
in the shelters or are you sleeping outside?
No. I said I'm using the keep watch spell on
you're
myself.
keep
and-
watching yourself?
Yeah, and keeping watch, yeah.
So he's
Okay.
just fatigued then.
So make sure that you check the fatigue box.
Where is that?
On your sheet,
Mm-hmm.
at the top there is set conditions.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
just set
Fatigued.
fatigue.
Strength and dex penalized. Alright.
And Rubes is going to go ahead and sleep outside and get exhausted.
Okay.
Uh,
Guys, we've done good work today. I'm awake.
Okay. So, I'm assuming Orel, Jet, Auburn, and Kining all get sleep inside the shelter.
Most
Probably.
likely.
Whiskey Mike, does he sleep inside the shelter? Here, let's go through. Let's fill the shelter. How about that?
Uh-huh.
So we have 3, 5, 6 slots used in the 15 slot shelter. There's 9 slots left.
Ding, 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 ding. First come, first serve.
In that case, it's the people who built the shelters,
Sounds fair.
which basically means that
That's the only reason.
everyone you guys took with you, everyone that went out is exhausted, except for Ren.
So let me see. How much of a... are we actually... Are the exhausted people even actually able to do anything, or are we just like...
Let me check.
Okay, and during the night while we're keeping watch, I'm gonna look over and just be like, do you think you can handle this for about an hour or so while I fix my spells?
No, probably.
Alrighty.
He has like crust forming over his eyes.
Oh, lovely. So...
Oh, lovely. I'll just be backing away from that, I will.
Uh-huh. Just gonna look at my spellbook for a while.
So real fast. So what is the reason not having a shelter gives us exhausted? Must be us.
Perhaps more important than even food is basic protection from the elements, rules for inclement weather, yada yada yada. The forest in general are temperate, with frequent light rains. Shelter can be as simple as an abandoned home, a cave, a lean-to, a ruin, a tent. If a shelter option... Oh, if anyone has a tent,
Well, shit.
then they can use that.
I should grab the tent.
If a shelter
Wait,
option is
actually-
available, they can construct one. Sleeping without shelter is cold and often wet, exposing characters to the elements and leaving them fatigued on the next day.
So would endure elements happen to...
Yeah, endure
in a
elements would work.
Okay.
Not a rainforest, a temperate forest that frequently gets rain.
Does a
Yeah, but
bedroll count?
If it's frequently getting rain enough that every night we sleep without shelter causes us to be fatigued because we're wet, we're in a rainforest.
It explicitly says creatures under the effects of an endure element spell are not fatigued by sleeping without shelter.
Oh.
Huh.
So,
Consider
Don't
that.
have it prepared, but I could prepare it.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Just have that always prepared.
Alright,
Okay.
replace that with that then.
That's right. It's gonna be the death of
exhausted
us.
people can in fact move though.
Okay.
Like, you guys will move slower. You're gonna move half of the half speed, so you can only move, instead of the 6, you can only move 3. Because you have exhausted people.
Yeah, I can only
Okay.
move. Again, I can only move 5 feet.
That's that.
Yeah.
Or if we wanted to do our original plan.
Or you could stay here.
That.
We might just want to stay here for one more night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Construct some more shelter.
yeah.
construct some carts. Emphasis on the cart shelters.
Okay, so you're gonna have, instead of
Because we're
focusing on
going-
making shelter, you're gonna make carts. And then try and get shelters on top of those once you finish them.
Yeah, because like we're gonna have to destroy any shelters that we leave behind so that they can't track us.
Oh wait. You made a bunch of water, right?
Yeah.
Cirrus? In that case, the provisions actually went twice as far, and you still have 33 provisions
Nice.
instead of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So when we tick down rations, does that affect it, or is it just regular for us?
Rations are ours. Provisions are for the
Yeah.
It's for like the NPCs. And stuff.
Once you guys are using provisions, rations assume that you have water already.
Mm-hmm.
Water is part of the ration.
Okay.
And with the exception of like if you explicitly need just water. So what is everyone doing today?
I
I'm
will
keeping
wait
watch.
till Opel makes carts to put shelters on top of those carts.
I'm not making carts. I'm keeping watch.
Okay.
So I'll
Side
go.
note,
I'll go find an
Kining
animal.
is making cart.
it has been 6 hours.
Is anyone? So one of the commoners assist the. One of the commoners assist Kining.
What's the role to make carts?
If you have a craft that's relevant, or it's knowledge engineering.
Nope, not tipping that. I will wait till they are done and then make shelter on them with survival.
Okay, Kining is gonna go ahead and roll again. Then with some an assist, and she produces 1 cart. It's not a great cart, but it's good enough that it can make it easier.
Cool.
Like 4 people can pull it and 4 people can ride it.
Good.
So, Ramdar, you wanted to put a shelter on top of that?
Yes.
Let me real quick. Kining had Sammy help them. Kining and Sammy made a cart. Go. So, go ahead and make a roll.
I'm probably grabbing one of the commoners.
Go
as
ahead and make
support.
your roll. That it's a handle animal check.
Yep.
I'll give you a bonus because of your profession, farmer. You
Okay.
need to get a +1 on.
What
are
is
you
an
having some
animal?
It's a human wearing a who's
It's kind of
It's
like
a
a
person-
furry, but
it's a furry, except for they are literally using a goat body.
yeah,
Monkey
Oh,
TOS.
God.
they quite
and, like,
literally
going
hull-
around
Yeah, they hollowed
Covered in
open.
goat blood with a goat hide
Yeah.
on top of them.
So,
How many resource points do they give us
-5.
on a what daily basis if we milk them?
one every 3 days.
-5 every day. It takes much more effort, and you have to feed them. They refuse to eat grass. You got another animal.
Yeah.
That puts you at 3 goats.
Yeah, and that's
Okay,
actually an 18, but details. It probably
Yeah,
doesn't.
all that
make-
matters is that you pass.
Awesome.
And that also
Does-
maintains the herd. So there is 2 days until you get 3 provision points.
Does anybody?
Wouldn't it
object-
be we just get 1 provision point a day?
It comes in batches.
Oh, okay.
Does
I
anybody
got
object
this
to me
feeling.
taking George out to scout?
No, don't.
Go for it.
Get away.
Alrighty.
You might be able to
I'll
find
take-
those caves. Oh, actually, take my map.
Okay.
What does the map do?
So
The
want it-
map
want me
gives
to
you
roll it
a
survival?
+1 circumstance bonus on survival checks made to navigate the wilderness.
Okay.
Oh, you might want. Jordis is just like kind of one half of his face is asleep and the other half of his face is not. But he reaches behind himself and pulls out a compass
Oh.
and hands you that, and he's like, "You need this too."
Alright.
And that
It
gives
only
me a
helps not
plus.
getting lost, but yeah.
That gives you a +2 circumstance bonus on survival checks in order to avoid
Okay.
becoming lost.
Alrighty.
Rubini is going to assist like Rumini is also going to go with Ren.
Okay.
Revdar,
I approve,
hands you
Captain.
another
Turns out people like compasses.
I can tell.
I also
Ruby's
have a
dying to get
compass.
Don't think those stack.
It's worth noting that Rubini is not actually consuming his rations, because he has a spell which makes it's called abstemiousness.
You good there?
Abstemiousness.
Oh god, that is hard to say. Abstemiousness.
Basically,
Yeah,
he takes a
abstemious.
handful of berries and makes it into a full day's of rations.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna go scouting with the rubes, and then the thing is, it says that the person trained in survival makes the check?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm not trained in survival, that's why I took George.
Okay,
Because
so
he is.
then that is go ahead and roll for George. So that's 1d20 plus 6.
Plus an
Then-
extra one from my map.
So plus 7.
Plus 2 for the compass.
Now the compass
Plus
is
It's only to not get lost.
yeah. The compass is just to not get lost though.
Trying
so
to find something, not trying to
I
not
think
get
it
lost.
synergizes with the map, though.
Okay.
thank you items.
Yes.
Okay. So, you wanted to discover a point of interest?
Correct.
Okay. You did not succeed the check by 5 or more, so you cannot identify a danger in the area of the encounter.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me take a look at the map, because the
Do
map
they
actually
discover my house?
the map has POIs on it.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
F1 is what you found. Let me find out what F1 is. You found an abandoned farm.
Oh.
Did
Yes.
Did someone say farm?
It has a tumble-down chimney, so the chimney fell in, and
Okay.
there is an overgrown stand of apple trees.
Like, do they have apples on them?
Yes,
Oh.
small tart apples.
Well, I mean, it's still food.
Are you gonna try and gather them?
How far away is it from the camp?
Let me get the exact point. You guys are actually strikingly close.
I would hope so. I'm the dean.
It's there.
No, it's actually
Oh wow.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's like
This is gonna be like
Go ahead,
Fallout.
that's what-
basically just half a mile. Oh wait, no, hold on. Let me. 2 miles. 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So 2 miles away, there's a apple farm. That was
All right. Are there any buildings here at all?
there is the abandoned farmhouse.
The abandoned farmhouse. I'd like to go ahead and go in and check that.
Okay. What do you look at?
Is
It looks like this place could be used as temporary shelter. The roof is mostly together. The chimney has fallen in.
okay.
If you stay away from where the chimney is, and put a fire in the middle of the room. Give me a perception check.
14.
Okay. You notice that there is a loose stone in the fallen chimney, and you're able to pry it up, revealing 210 silver,
Oh,
75 gold,
well then.
a set of masterwork bolas,
Huh.
a masterwork javelin, and a large citrine gem.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
That's a hefty sum of treasures
the gem
here.
is worth 50 gold.
The local
Dang.
thieves guild is gonna be pissed when their stash is gone.
I don't think the Thieves Guild is
Uh,
gonna be too worried. They're probably dead.
Probably.
You probably have them with you.
Maybe.
Either way, though, you can tell that this is actually. There's also like the deed to the farm in there,
Uh-huh.
so this is actually like That's where the settler kept their shit.
Okay, so my farm now, boys.
Yeah, do you sign the deed to the farm to yourself?
I mean,
Murdoch wants farm. Give Murdoch farm.
you're not there.
You can rent it, sharecropper.
I'll roll up the deed and put it in my pack,
Okay.
and then take
Place-
George and report back to the group.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark it down as Rin's apple farm.
Places deed
Now.
between bosom.
Now I need to roll my survival, see if I find a POI. I do not.
The DC is 10.
12.
What? I thought it said 10.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
find a farm.
So then I do find a POI. And it's not the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find another one. H2. G H. Ooh. So, Rubini reports that there is a band of 3 hobgoblins who are starting to scout the Fangwood for us.
Oh.
The Fangwood. I ain't going near there.
That's where we are.
I have a.
That's another name for the Trinitato Forest.
Oh. I have a blight bird
So-
from. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. I used to live near here. Wait, that may be my farm.
Not anymore, bitch.
God damn it.
I don't see any signatures on this deed.
I was.
It clearly says Murdoch's Apple Farm, and you just scratched it out and wrote Rin. Not even Rin, just Rin. It just says a Rin Apple Farm.
Good enough.
You put like a
so
smiley
those are
face
hobgoblins.
at the end of it.
So we've got those 3 hobgoblins.
So yeah, right now they're to the north of us, about
Like-
4 miles.
Huh. There's only 3. Should be easy enough to deal with, unless of course they're expected back.
Still 3 of them.
And then
Well, but the other thing to note is that they're here. That's the more concerning thing to Rubini.
true.
Yeah.
That means that they got across the river.
Somehow.
I mean, swim.
Which is something we should check out.
Yeah.
But the river there is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like that's
2 miles.
You said rapids.
Like it's rocky rapids there. Not something you swim.
Boat.
Did they might have just gotten a bunch of planks and laid it across the broken bridge.
Good.
To be clear, that bridge is essentially not there. That bridge is, for all intents and purposes, non-existent
Oh, okay, fair.
because
I mean,
all of it fell into the river.
Gotcha.
If you take a boat and you do that,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Are they smart enough for that?
I know how they got across as GM.
They teleported.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They used their hobgoblin catapults and just threw them to the other side of the river.
A hobgoblin catapult is just a bugbear, dude.
They
Exactly.
they actually just got onto one
here,
another's shoulders and then fell and
let me
made a
real
human
quick
bridge.
read off some of the things that you saw as you were going through, because it's worth noting that it's not all hobgoblins. And
Hobgoblins, bugbears. What else was there?
there's hobgoblins, bugbears, wargs, wolves, hobhounds, barghest,
Barghest?
bugbears, manticores, minotaurs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Minotaurs.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Minotaurs.
Manticores.
Manticores.
Yeah.
Oh no, the manticores flew him over.
You know what? Let's not worry too much about that. Let's just try and live.
Yeah.
For now. But
And those were all part of the scouting party, or those were just things we saw while we were escaping town?
While you were escaping, you saw those things.
Okay.
Oh no.
they're eating the
Basically,
town.
Basically, a few of the people were talking about what they'd seen, and Auburn just kind of scrapped together a list of what people were saying that they saw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one person claimed they saw a dragon, but, like, no one else is backing that up. Auburn pretty handily just ignores the fact that there's a dragon. Because there's not a dragon.
I saw a dragon. Of course, Mom. Of course.
Like, there's not dragons active in the area, really. Combine that with the fact that there's no precedent of Ironfang Legion and dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, manticores are one of the things, like, Xeris, you know that manticores used to be part of the Ironfang Legion. Same with Minotaurs, Barkest.
God.
So. So, now that we have that scouting over,
Well.
what are other people doing?
I'm
We've-
keeping watch as.
Ramdar, do you want to give the roll to build the shelter?
Yeah, it's just survival, right?
Yep,
Plus
it's
2,
survival.
because I have existence.
Someone who's not trained in it is assisting you.
Nice.
Yeah, you build a fucking. The cart's not great, but you patch up the cart and make it to where it can now hold that many people.
Mm.
So let me double check and see just how many people that cart can now hold with 4 people pulling it, or at least can shelter, including those 4. Build shelter, 12, and then an additional person every 2. So that's
That should be 8?
yeah, it can house 8 people.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Hot damn, Ramdar.
So yeah, it can take 4 people plus 4 people who pull it. So you have mobile 8-person shelter.
Nice.
Nice.
I suppose if we can get some more goats, we can get them to pull it.
Hey, if I try to sleep under the cart, if I have a bedroll, will that count as sheltered from the rain?
Bad times for you.
The ground is gonna be wet and you're gonna be cold.
Mud. You
But
will
that's
be,
why I
you
have
will
a
sink into mud.
bedroll.
But that's why I have a wagon.
It will not be pleasant. Don't.
I know.
Do you have a blanket?
Yes.
Hey,
My bedroll has a blanket in it.
hey, if we eat
Not
that wagon, do we
automatically.
have to take off of our rations, or can we just eat the wagon?
You cannot eat the wagon.
What?
I sense a challenge.
The wagon is now made out of taffy.
You
The
know what,
wagon is not made out of
roll,
cyanide.
roll Constitution to eat the wagon.
I'm so hungry I could
Failure
just
is
eat a.
instant death.
I'm so hungry I could just eat a
Oh.
wagon.
Also, it's worth noting that there actually are some commoners that we didn't slap crafts onto. I'm gonna make Joel a cartwright.
Guys, we still need a cook.
Jet is a cook.
We need a better cook.
Jet is a good cook. Like,
Okay.
Jet cooking provides 1 provision point a day.
Oh,
And
okay.
don't we have that, or is that the person who's managing our stuff to make it?
That's the person who's managing the food supplies.
Okay.
They're optimizing the meals in order to essentially save a provision point a day.
I love it, Captain. Wagon? Wagon?
Yeah.
Rhymes with
Wagon.
dragon! I saw a dragon!
Yeah, someone actually just saw a burning wagon get launched from the explosion of the bridge. It
It's
was
a
like, that's a
dragon."
dragon.
My cat is very annoyed with me right now.
Why?
Oh.
Because I'm holding her and loving her, and she does not want it.
Okay, give me 1 second.
However, she purr very loud.
Okay.
Also, let's see. Can someone divide 400 by 6 for me, and then tell everyone that they get that much XP for calming Edrin down and taking him into the group?
66.
Everyone takes 66 XP,
6.
I mean,
and then execute order 66.
do we round it up because that would be 67?
Nope, 66.
Okay.
So 220? 2,120.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be right back.
I'm at 2,110 for some reason.
54 plus 66.
Yeah.
That equals 120.
Oh wait, no, I am at 20 because okay. I didn't carry the 1.
1 plus 1 equals 2. Quick maths.
God damn it. Cats are finicky despite when they pure. Cats are pure, but in their pureness they know that they must leave what they love behind, which is why they fucking hate you.
Okay, and now while the DM is gone, everybody roll the d20s. Go, 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 go.
They do nothing.
We gotta get rid of all of those critical failures.
Well, 20 does not use,
I'm back.
Hello. Welcome back.
the lists.
Don't worry about the roll that just happened.
Is that how many people just died?
In some place in the world, yeah.
I'd like to imagine that Duke is specifically responsible for it.
I'd like to know that out of 11 digits on the die, I got a 7-digit roll.
Everyone, it's
That's,
Black Friday. People
Oh wait, I
die.
think that's because the
Yeah,
cap
it caps
is
out at
Yeah, it caps.
9,999,999. Yeah.
What's up, bitches?
Okay,
It's
so-
Black Friday. And then so many people died.
You guys are just going to make a shelter? Like you're going to dedicate everyone to making shelter except for the Cartwright, who's going to be rolling a d20 plus 6. Hey, that's another cart.
Poggers.
I rolled a 14 plus 6 is 20. Accidentally GM rolled it.
Damn.
Nice.
You got a critical failure
so-
and a critical fail.
Rolling a 1d1.
1d1. What?
This cart can hold 6 people pulled by 4. And then who's gonna build shelter on it?
Nope,
I'll
me.
tell you what, Auburn will.
I'm so happy that they can work on their own.
Oof. Someone else want to try building a shelter on that cart? Auburn built a 1-person shelter on the cart.
I will see what she is doing, and I will go.
You already rolled for that, right?
Oh wait, I did. Never mind.
Did you build the other shelter?
So
I thought it was
what
another
it?
day. Sorry.
It's a survival check.
Survival.
Or another applicable skill like carpentry. Okay.
We'll throw Kent at it. Go Kent.
Okay, so then that's a d20 plus 6.
I mean, has Isabella done?
He did a worse
Getting
job.
worse.
All Kent does is take apart the other the 1-person shelter and say, "There, it can now hold more people."
Do we want to get
Oh, we need shelter. Too bad.
Do we want to get Isabella in on this?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it, Matt.
Oh
Okay.
It'd be a d20 plus 6.
hold on. Advanced dice roller. That's what it's called.
Two.
Okay, there's a 2-person shelter on there.
It's getting better. She made
Slowly but surely.
She made one for herself and her mother. She's a good girl. Murdoch just starts crying.
Just shove them all in it like it'd be a clown shoe.
There we go. Now there's a 3-person shelter on there.
Woo!
We're getting there.
Carl goes ahead and adds another small section to what Isabella put on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, are you guys gonna keep trying to expand it?
I think this one's done.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Let me go ahead and put another cart on there that can hold. Let's see, where's the cart?
It can hold a half a person.
Or one halfling.
Okay.
The joys of being a halfling.
There we go. So you guys have 11 people of mobile shelter plus 15 people of shelter here.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
should be
26.
just about
That's enough for
everybody.
people. That's enough for everybody, yeah, 26.
What's everyone else doing? Also, Ren, did you try and get the apples off the tree?
Oh, yeah, I'd probably take some of those as well.
Oh boy, roll initiative.
Initiative? Oh, great.
Oh, goodness.
You wanna know what you're fighting?
Sure.
Is it a tree ant?
Wasp!
Wasps? Oh, lovely.
There's a swarm of wasps in the apple trees.
A swarm of wasps? Okay,
Oh god.
like,
You are fighting a swarm of wasps alone.
okay, meta knowledge, does it count as one unit or multiple?
One
It's
unit.
just one.
Okay.
Go ahead and put yourself on here near the middle.
Okay. Oh, wait, do I have to? I still,
Click and drag your
I still
character,
can't.
like,
I still can't do that. It won't
the
let
words.
the
of your
words.
character's name.
Hey, you guys ready for Ren to just never come back?
Oof.
As he gets stung by wasps.
I'm dragging the words. Nothing's happening.
Wizard of Oz.
White screen of death plus wasps.
There you go. We got you.
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Okay. I like that one better.
Much better. Warm skins guide your path.
A low, ominous buzz announces the arrival of a mass of many thousands of angry, stinging, carnivorous wasp.
Thousands.
Okay.
Thousands.
Lovely drawing.
I do my best.
See. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rubini was there also, and then we were exploring together.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, this would definitely not go
You
well.
might be eaten by wasps.
This way, at least
Nah.
2 people get eaten by wasp, or rather get dragged away by a single commoner going, "Oh god, the wasp!"
Oh no!
Leave it at 5 apples.
It's the collectors.
5 apples? Or
Yep.
8.
5 provision points of apples.
5 provision points of apples.
Rubini. Initiative.
2.
Hey, I'm exhausted.
Fair, fair. That is true.
And the wasp swarm, meanwhile,
Interesting.
okay, you go first.
Mm-hmm.
1,000
Oh, boy.
swarms of wasps.
Huh. Hmm. This is quite the issue.
How do you deal with a swarm of wasp?
Not with a keep watch spell, that's for sure. um. I'll. How far is it? Like 5 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll.
Ruben
Go
will
ahead
work
and use
like a
that.
Rubik's cube.
Wand.
Note that they cannot make attacks of opportunity.
They can't, so so casting spell is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and cast one of my magic missiles.
Magic missile.
Magic
So-
missile.
Sorry, let me go ahead and portray the size of the swarm better.
Oh, lovely.
They've got boxing
Okay, so
gloves as well.
Go ahead, go ahead and roll your. It's a D4 plus 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll 1d4 plus 1.
I
Okay,
really
you deal
like
3
that
damage
picture.
to the swarm of wasp.
And now I'm gonna get stung in the butt and everywhere else.
Okay, the wasp swarm moves in.
Oh, lovely.
Ah.
Bees.
No, wasps.
Oh, okay. Even worse.
Crow's complaining that this music is very calm for an attack of a wasp swarm.
That is
Good
fair.
point. Good point.
I really enjoy that music though. Probably better. Yeah.
What about?
Flight of the Bumblebee? No.
This one works.
It's
Yeah.
just an infinite loop of the horrendous bug sound from SpongeBob when they zoomed in on the butterfly.
Jeez.
Ah!
Right, so
Yeah, that.
So how screwed are we?
So they move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then they make an attack.
Yep.
Like that, because the way they attack is they end their turn in your square.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then is it like a dex save or is it just an attack
It's an
roll?
automatic hit.
Oh, okay. And now you're rolling dablages.
Yep.
Oh god.
Okay. Go ahead and take 4 damage. And I take 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Rubeni's turn. Rubeni is going to start up his weapon song,
Mm-hmm.
which is, let me double check. Is that an action? I believe that it is. Yeah, it's an action. Okay.
Alrighty.
So our weapons are considered +1 weapons. for this.
Alright.
Rin.
Time to start smacking them with a stick.
Uh,
No. 9 versus AC.
Does not hit.
I kind of figured.
You flail about with your staff and do literally nothing. You stir the pot of angry wasp. The pot of angry wasp rolls damage.
Yep.
Go ahead and take 5 damage.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sure this will be fine.
You said 5?
5.
Oh boy.
How close are you, Dead?
I'm at 8.
We're both
So-
halfway dead. We're both at 8.
I have a feeling that 2 more turns and we're gonna have some issues.
I mean, there is 1,000 wasps just stinging the crap out of you, so this makes sense.
1,000 angry boys.
So, it's time for me to jam out.
Mm-hmm.
During my bardic performance, I can strike a chord whose notes transform into a shower of razor-sharp crystalline shards. The shards deal 2d6 piercing to all creatures caught in the area of effect.
Oh god.
I have the cone include 2 of the squares of it, so it's going to take 2d6 twice.
Oh, lovely.
It takes 6 and then 4. The wasps seem angrier.
They don't like this.
By all estimations, the wasps are not half dead yet.
How many more times can you do that?
Several.
There's
Hopefully I'll roll better.
Still
That
more
was
than
one
5.
of my 3 uses of first level spells a day. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, whenever you were stirring the pot of wasp, it was clear to you that using weapons would not affect the pot of wasp.
I gotcha.
So, what do you do?
Captain.
Do you try and make a touch attack against the wasp?
Do I dare reach out and literally
And
stir
just
the pot?
grab a wasp?
Grab one wasp. Oh boy. Do I have one of these? I think I have one. Okay, I have one. Oh god.
Magic and AoE is really good.
DC 14?
Uh,
I have to successful melee touch attack.
roll your melee attack. It should be under the
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
12.
12.
One
We're
touch.
Do
getting
I
there.
grab the wasps?
You grab the wasp.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Roll a
A
d6 of
wasp.
fire damage.
A wasp in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
4 fire damage. and then it fails this. It has to do a
It fails
reflex
to
saving
save.
throw. Oh thank
Oh
god.
no.
On the first round thereafter, creatures adjacent to it, including me,
No.
we all have to make a reflex save.
Burning wasp.
Burn!
What is a blaze?
Oh jeez. Where are the saves?
The wasps seem like they are halfway to dispersing.
The
Reflex
wasps
save.
all live
Okay,
together and they just
so-
got benched.
We all have to make a reflex save
At the start of
at the start of the next round.
okay. Wasp turn. The wasp are gonna change their form.
Uh-huh.
Chaos
Into a
control.
wasp that walks.
into a wasp line,
Into a lengthy boy.
and they're gonna go ahead and roll their damage.
Oh lovely.
I would like to cleave the wasp line.
I think you could technically do that.
That is 5 damage.
Maybe not though. Same creature. Story-wise, it would make sense.
Everybody help.
Ruben is going to 5-foot step to there and unleash another cord of shards. With the cone including 2 squares of wasp. Okay.
12 damage.
The wasps seem very close to breaking up.
Okay.
They're no longer romantically interested in each other.
Mm-hmm.
Punch a wasp.
Nice. So now we all have to
Start
do
of next
reflex
round, everyone make
saves.
a reflex save or take a d4 fire damage.
Yes! I'm out.
Defense is reflex. What's the chat?
14.
Ooh.
Roll a d4 fire damage. Let me roll for the wasp.
I'm burning!
Okay. Ruben's music stops as he just falls to the ground on fire.
Oh.
Exactly at 0.
Several
At
wasps.
least
Oh god.
Meanwhile, the wasps scatter.
Oh shit.
We are all enemies.
I look over at George and I'm
should
like,
be able to stabilize us.
okay, I'm gonna look over at George and I'm like, you don't
It's
say a
already
fucking
stabilized.
word.
Lord.
Let me go ahead and switch back to Bicycle by Kevin Cloud.
Shit.
Perfect.
MacLeod?
Oh yeah, he is already stabilized, so he's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. The fire just knocked me out. There's XP for this, thank goodness, and also provision points.
Oh boy.
Me. Okay, so everyone take.
What do you mean, everyone? We're the only ones here.
And
I'd like to keep the XP
discrepancies are-
equal,
Oh, okay, fair.
You tell us the story.
but the other option is you and I each get 400 XP. Everyone take 133 XP.
253.
On the other hand, Ruben is getting that sleep that he needed badly.
That's true.
What are we at now?
Turns out wasps are an excellent sleeping aid.
2,253.
2,000.
253.
Wow.
Hey, Crow, I didn't die to the wasp. I simply got knocked out by the swarm of flaming wasps.
No. He didn't get. Yeah, no. He didn't die. They just exploded a little bit and knocked him out.
Turns out a swarm is combustible and spreads fire well. Specifically, fire to someone wearing medium armor.
Thank God. Yep. Well, George is gonna be carrying the provision back, and I'm gonna be carrying Rubini.
So, we had 5 provision points of apples.
Hooray!
Yeah.
All it took was Rubini getting knocked out, and Rin almost getting knocked out to a swarm of flaming wasps.
It's fine.
Okay. So, what is everyone else doing during the Battle of Flaming Wasps?
Well, I was making shelter.
More specifically, Jordis and Murdoch and Xerus.
I keep saying it, and I'll say it again. I'm keeping watch.
Okay. You roll perception.
Alrighty. Skill. Perceive.
What does he see with his special eyes?
He sees nothing. It is a uneventful day.
As it should be.
Alright.
As this is happening, you see Rin dragging Rubini's slightly
Yeah.
charred body back into camp. Hey everyone, how's it going?
You get a single eyebrow raised.
I'm just gonna carry Rubini over to one of the shelters and then pass out next to him.
Clutched in Rubini's hand is a single still burning wasp. It just kind of continues burning as it flutters away and then falls.
Oh boy.
I walk over and put it out before it has the chance to cause a real fire.
Okay. Put away that turn order. Put us back on the actual map. delete that godforsaken wasp map.
Delete this.
The let.
Also, I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Okay, Murdoch, what are you doing? Murdoch? Okay, we'll get back to him. Xeris, what are you up to?
Probably go looking for some food.
Okay.
Might be a good idea.
Go ahead and take an assist on this.
Oh, there's
Get a
Murdoch.
+2.
Oh,
ahead,
sorry.
roll.
Did I miss something? I was grabbing something to drink.
I was just asking what you were up to.
Oh, okay.
18.
Also, the wasp happened.
Wasps.
Rubity got knocked out by the wasp being on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't sure when you left. Okay, forager hunt. So you get 4 provision points of food.
Neat.
Which means that we have so far had a net loss from yesterday of 1 point of food.
Okay, not bad.
Wow.
Then in what, 2 more days, we'll end up getting a batch of 3 food. Hooray!
Yep.
Good job with those apples.
The apples are already baked. So what is Murdoch doing?
Well, Murdoch got that one animal back.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
In that case, I think that's just about everyone, because we had a lot of people try and build shelter
Yeah.
on the fucking thing.
How about that?
So everyone, Ren, let me double check and see. I believe we get level hit points back.
What do you mean?
Like, we would get 2 hit points back since we're 2nd level.
Oh, okay. From like resting.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I rest, I'm gonna probably dump all my heals on you.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your heals, and say who you're targeting them on.
Sounds good.
Alright, so let's see. I don't need Endure Elements because we all have Shelter. So
I don't know, Captain.
So let me see. So I will use all 3 of my level spells to. So I'll see if you need more from that. You probably will, but. Alright, so that's 1d8 plus class.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, yeah. 1d8 plus class.
Which would be 2.
Alright, I'll probably heal you first because you're knocked out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You just kind of wake up and there's just kind of a shield in your face.
Ow.
I didn't smack you with it.
The wasp. Why the flaming
Not a
wasp?
fire.
Ow.
We
Flaming
speak in
wasps.
tongues.
That's
Something
okay.
about flaming wasp. I think it's druid
The
code.
flaming portion might have been my
Murdoch.
fault.
You vaguely remember trapping one of your apple trees with several wasp nests.
You know, these apples taste a lot like the ones I had back on my farm when I was a young lad. Yep. I ended up trapping the place with a whole bunch of wasps.
Oh, really now?
Yep.
Covered in welts from wasp wounds and singes from the burning wasp.
Yep. After I got this black spot on my hand, we, of course, had to leave. But, yeah. I wonder how big that wasp nest got.
Several thousand carnivorous wasps later.
All right, what health are you guys at now?
Who was that one on?
Rin.
Okay,
The
Rin heals
6
6.
was on me. Okay, so I am at 11.
I am at 9.
All right, then I suppose.
Well, shouldn't you also be at 11 from healing 2 from resting?
Fair.
So we're both at 11.
All right, who wants the D8? I have. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna also burn my heckin' blessing so that you add half whatever you got.
So it's half again of this next one?
Continued.
What?
Can I retroactively apply the blessings? Because Oh, you bitch.
Well, is
Okay.
staying
The whole
awake.
point is that you don't know how much it's going to help.
Who's taking watch tonight?
Wait, what do you mean? I was gonna add them anyway.
How many blessings do you have?
4.
Oh, well then yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna add them either way.
In that case, yeah. I thought you had 1.
No.
So yeah, go ahead and heal another 3, Rin.
Okay.
So I'm at 15.
And I am at 14.
My max is 17.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
I'll still burn the heals though.
we're still bumpy, but we feel better.
So this one's for in, even with the blessing on it.
Okay, I'm back at max.
Okay, and then I am going to use my fervor healing, which are just 1d6s, but also with a blessing on it. My healing.
Which
blessing.
means, I believe, as long as you don't roll a 1.
There
Okay,
you
yeah.
go.
I needed 2 points.
There you go. You're all patched up
Ow.
now.
I still hurt, but not as bad.
Yeah.
Next time, try not to make the wasp burn, and
It was either that or
flaming
we
swarms are
die.
bad.
I still have three d6s left.
Look, I panicked, okay?
Well, let me know if you get fucked up again, I guess.
Okay.
You know, Rubini,
So,
back when I was a kid and I got stings from wasps, my parents said that the best way to cure that is to pee on it. Or maybe that was
everyone
jellyfish
go
stings.
ahead. Everyone go ahead and mark down a ration.
Okay. I'm out of rations then. After this.
Rumity has some extra rations he can toss you guys because he's just been eating sticks.
I have some extra as well that I can pass out. I
Because
bought a decent amount.
yeah.
Good. Very good.
3 more.
I mean, he offers you some of his sticks and berries, but I doubt it's what you're interested in.
No, I'd like to have at least a little bit of protein, or
Then yeah, he's just gonna hand you a neatly wrapped package of jerky. So you have 1 ration on you.
okay. So I go
Water.
from 0 rations, or after I eat my ration, then he gives it to me, so I'm at 1 ration. So. Awesome.
Crow, it's from the flying jellyfish that live in the forest.
Yeah, naturally. Are they fey? Because I get a burning sensation from them.
Yeah, they're what gave you the blight.
Hmm.
You didn't pee on them fast enough.
Oh no!
He has a quick
Because you
draw.
had
For
you had-
exactly that reason.
You hadn't drank enough water,
Yeah.
so you couldn't just piss on command.
Damn it! Pee, damn you! Pee! Oh!
Luckily you managed to piss before they took your entire arm.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're ever
That's how
around,
they. Yeah, go ahead.
if we're ever around Fae, I know when they're around. because a jellyfish stung me.
Uh,
Flying jellyfish. Take some jelly, add some fish. What do you get? Jellyfish.
okay. So, everyone go ahead and clear your exhaustion.
Okay. Hooray, some actual sleep.
Alrighty.
Rubiny's gonna suggest that with the sighting of the patrol, that we spend the full day tomorrow moving.
Yeah. Agreed.
Definitely an idea.
Everybody
Yeah.
should be fatigued, so we can just.
Well, we'll still have a couple people fatigued since we don't have moving. Since we don't have enough moving.
Well,
I can't think of
but
the
while
word.
we're here, everyone will have their exhaustion
Yeah,
patched
so
up,
like
and then people get fatigued.
tomorrow we can just whoosh
Yeah.
walk
Book
full
it.
speed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today
The
is
rest has
tomorrow.
happened.
Yeah, so we can go 6 miles, right? Oh, wait, no, 12 miles.
12 miles. But we aren't going straight in, right?
We were gonna go like over here, right?
I think the plan was originally that 12 miles.
12 miles is
That-
right there.
Something like that.
I mean, we did want to get away from like the north area because that's where we saw that's where Rubini saw the hobgoblins.
Yeah. So do we want to go for where Rin is showing? The second circle?
The second
on
green
this map?
dot, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we spend the full day traveling. 15 people are going to be fatigued. Any volunteers?
Well, 13.
I'll volunteer.
I'd say that last night I
And then you
prepared
endure elements.
2 keep watches.
Mm-hmm. I also have an extra endure element to whoever.
Okay, so then instead of it, so it's actually going to be 11 people who are fatigued because each of you is making 2 people not fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 11 people get fatigued here.
I'll cast keep watch on myself and Rubes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast endure elements on myself and any takers.
Auburn will take it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jordis, Murdoch, are you guys going to be inside the wagons?
Yeah, Murdoch needs
I
some rest.
am going to make a case for sleeping inside the wagon tonight,
Like,
only because if I need to fight, I need to be.
to be clear, the player characters are the leaders of the refugees. We get to decide who goes where.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
just
still
say,
gonna make a case as if that isn't true because Jordis isn't an asshole.
Yeah.
press X to doubt.
Fuck you. I'm an asshole. He isn't.
With Murdoch, it's more like he gets into one of the shelters, somebody says hi, and then he just collapses and starts sleeping. After he, like, slowly removes his armor and then uses it as a blanket.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through, and people who are fatigued get marked with an F.
F.
Whiskey Mike volunteers to be outside.
Good on you, Whiskey.
Lord. 4 a.m.
Because he's not the most useful, and he knows that. Craft alcohol is not the best thing to have whenever you're a refugee.
Good.
Sammy's gonna volunteer. That's 2. Who else?
Volunteering to be fatigued.
A
Yeah.
single acolyte
Uh,
and one, a single acolyte.
Adept, you mean?
Or adept, yeah.
So 1 adept.
Probably one warrior as
And I'm
well.
just fine sleeping on the ground.
Kermit Frogson volunteers.
Good on you, Kermit.
So that's 4. Ramdar, are you gonna be fatigued, or are you gonna stay?
It's
are you gonna
it's
rest
all
in the
right, you
caravan?
know. I'm pretty
Uh,
used to not getting much sleep.
Randar will volunteer to be.
Okay. That is 5 of 11. We need 6 more.
You
Uh,
might want to call it soon since it's like 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely.
call it after we assign people.
Yeah. So let me see. Maxwell.
True.
Okay, that is 6 of 11.
Sammy, who doesn't have a profession yet.
That I already marked Sammy.
Oh, you already did? Okay.
Sammy's a tailor.
Oh, okay. Edrin?
Okay. That is 7 of 11.
4 more.
George. No, not George.
Joel?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Joel.
Alex and Alexi are both going to volunteer.
Gertruda is probably gonna volunteer.
Okay, and that's 11.
Alrighty.
Okay. So with
I'm going-
that, let's go ahead and do outro things.
Yep.
Thanks to Incompetech and Kevin MacLeod for the music. Thanks to the people at Paizo for making the Adventure Path and Pathfinder.
I'm so chilled out with this music and I love it.
I've been your host, Scorecap. With me today was Duke Merle,
Hello.
Knight of Stress,
Addy.
Ablos,
Hey.
me, Scorecap again. Hey. Orange is Dead,
Oh, it is a me.
and Temporal Assassin.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
Duke, I'll let you take it from here.
The end of the stream, unfortunately, does have to happen sometime, and it's 4 o'clock, so that's sometime, Captain. But thank you, everyone that showed up. It was nice having you all. You all stay safe. Remember to not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. 10-2, people, 10-2, and happy days and sunshine ahead. And if you're going to bed like me, pleasant dreams to you. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see all of you later.
Real quick before we
Oh,
go,
it's-
we're doing massive.
Oh, and Sin stopped by just long enough in order to say hi. Hi, Sin. And we're actually just in the stream, so it works out. It's good seeing you, Sin. I hope you manage to catch us some other time. I love you. Okay, good night, everyone.
Night.
And,
Night.